Okay.
And here we are at part 2 of Gundam Seed.
Okay, now he's going to go ahead and get this thing started up, and we got everything adjusted where it needs to be. So, Colton, go ahead and get it started. Like I said, go ahead, start going through it. So, like I said, when I got this game years ago.
Go ahead and.
Yeah, go ahead. So, when I got this game, like I said, I just wanted Colton to see a little bit of where we was at as far as like Street Fighter and stuff like that. Well, this Gundam game right here was kind of like Street Fighter, so I said, Colton, I mean, he was younger, way younger back then. I said, come on, I'll show you a couple of buttons to mash and stuff like that, and I'll walk you through it, and you can play with me on this game right here, and we'll just have some fun with it. So right now what you're seeing is the introduction to it.
The opening. And
it's going.
As you can already see here, it is kind of a little glitchy, but the rest of the game here is working.
Fine. It's fine. So
and that there is music playing on here.
Yes, but we don't need to. But anyway, so this right here is the opening. And like I said, this game, I really did like it. And I got Colton to play with me and shown him a couple of things. And then once Colton learned the sequence that the buttons go in, he was just pretty much took off running from there. And so me and him had a lot of fun with this game. So like I said, we tried to pick this up a couple nights ago, and come to find out I'm way more rustier than what I used to be. I used to be able to pull off them super moves and all that, and my son literally kicked my butt. I think I won one game, one standing duel, and then he won the rest. And I was like, that tells you how much time has passed. I used to be really good at this, but
and it's right now kind of freezing up a little.
Can you get past this?
Hopefully, we'll see. Like I said, it is kind of a little glitchy.
See if we can push start.
But,
only when the video goes.
But you can skip it by pressing start, which I think I'm about to do.
Yes, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, press start. Yeah. Okay.
And this Gundam Seed game is called Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed. And right there it says press the start button, which I'm going to do right now.
Yeah. So right here is the intro. You got your trailer, options, missions, versus, tag team, all that kind of good stuff at the main menu.
Now, when you first get this game, you're only left with 3 options here, which is mission, versus, and options. Not the rest of these. Because if you want to get the rest of these, you need to play through the whole mission mode here to unlock everything else here. And even the characters from the mission mode. In other words, if you want to unlock everything, including the Mobile Suit Gundam characters, you need to play through the whole mission mode.
Right, through the whole mission mode.
Which as you can already tell, I've already done that.
Right. So right now he's going into missions, and they give you a grid that you got to work through. This reminded me a little bit of Bionic Commando from the NES, when you had different areas and a map to go to.
And when you complete these stages here, you get a little thing here which is called Haro, jumping up and down, and he'll say complete. That means you've completed the entire
Grid
here. So you have like mission 1, which is 5 sections here. Or sorry, actually 6 here. And you have mission 2, which is 5 sections. And mission 3, which is the last mission, is only 3 stages. And once you get all these complete, you've now unlocked everything.
Yeah, there's different quests and missions and stuff like that. Like I said, as the story unravels in mission mode, you get to understand a little bit more of the game. But where you really understand is when you watch the cartoon.
Yes.
So, you can understand what this is all about.
And to X this out, you press the triangle button here, which will exit out, and I can move on to somewhere else. Like you have versus mode here, which I am going to push here, and it gives you some options here, like player 1 versus computer, player 1 versus player 2, what if you have a friend over, if they want to play. But also you have computer versus computer.
Yeah.
Which means if you don't want to
Play, and you just want to watch the computer whoop up on itself, just push computer versus computer. And then you could just sit back and watch, I don't know, grab a box of popcorn or a bag of popcorn and a soda and just watch the computer beat itself senseless. Because basically that's what they're doing. You're not playing anything. They're playing it in front of you.
Yes.
So, and that was back then.
And while I'm at versus mode, I am going to show you the mobile suit characters here. And I'm going to push this. And I'm going to push... Well, actually, that was the other part I want to show y'all. If you press like either player 1 versus computer or the other two, you're now introduced to this here. This here gives you some options on the timer. As you can see here in the middle, you have that thing, which if you don't want...
Which means that there's no time on it.
Which is what I always go to.
And then up above, you have...
Well, actually down below.
Okay, down below you have 90 seconds, 60 seconds, and then no time.
Yes, so those are your options. And while... Well, I am going to push this because I want to show y'all the mobile suit Gundams here. So, for the mobile suit characters, when you first get this game, the only mobile suit characters you're introduced with are
Strike Gundam,
L Strike Gundam, Sword Strike Gundam, and Launcher Strike Gundam. These are the only 4 that you get. And as you can see, I got other ones. But these are the ones that you need to unlock when you beat the whole mission mode.
Right.
To unlock all these
Right.
new Mobile Suit characters.
Correct.
And since I already got them all unlocked, I can now show you the Mobile Suit characters. So we got Strike Gundam all the way to Launcher Strike, but we also got Aegis Gundam, Dual Gundam, Assault Shroud, Buster Gundam.
I like Buster Gundam. He's
Blitz Gundam,
yeah.
Freedom Gundam, and these are all characters from the Gundam Seed show, except for 4, which are not from the Gundam Seed show, but from a couple of other past Gundam series. So we got Freedom Gundam, Justice Gundam, Calamity Gundam, Forbidden Gundam, Raider Gundam,
Yes.
Providence Gundam, Strike Rouge, M1 Astray. There's 3 of these, so we got a second M1 Astray and a third M1 Astray.
Now the ones who pilot M1 Astrays and stuff like that, they're all females. They're all female pilots, and you'll see that in the anime movie.
Yes. And moving on, we got Strike Dagger, Jin, and another one in orange, which did not make an appearance in the anime, but this did make an appearance in a Gundam Seed anime.
Yes,
but
in the past. Yeah.
it was called something else.
You have Sigu.
Baku with the missile launcher, and there's another one with laser cannons you could see.
Right.
We have Lego.
Now Lego right here, he is the head officer of the other 2 Gundams. Scroll down to the other 2. He is the leader of him. This is more like his little army.
These 2 here. These 2 Bakus.
Yeah.
The one with the missile launchers and the one with the laser cannons.
Right. So Lego, him right there, he is the head officer in charge of his little battalion.
And we got Zono, Din, Grays, or Guays. Is it Grays?
I'm not sure. Great. Anyway.
So I think that's all of the Mobile Suit characters that are from the Gundam Seed show.
Right.
Now we're moving on to the 4 other ones which are not from Gundam Seed.
Correct.
But these 4, 2 of these are from Gundam Wing, and the other 2 are from Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't know. Because, y'all, with the Gundams, there's so many series that's already been released. So
we got Wing Gundam Zero Custom, which is from Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. We have Burning Gundam. From G Gundam. Talkies 3 from Gundam Wing. And
Master Gundam
from G Gundam. And now we're back to Strike Gundam.
So there's 3 to 4 characters right there that's from different other animes of the past.
So now we got that out of the way. And you can X out by pressing, of course, triangle, which will bring back to this.
And bring it back to verses. So.
And I do need to show that there is this thing called trailer. When you unlock it and beat everything in the mission mode, this is like the trailer of Gundam Seed, which is available on DVD. And I'll go ahead and show it to y'all.
Right, so this is a trailer Bandai Entertainment. So, I mean, they did a really good job. This is from the Gundam Seed right here.
Yes. And there's Kira Yamato.
So, so there you see the Gundams coming up, and
and there's Launcher Strike.
And that's what we're saying, that there is people actually die in this, and they get pretty messed up, and this is, you know. So, yes. There's swords.
Could I tell them that the music that's playing on this?
No, it's alright. There's a couple reasons why we did what we did, because we learned, you know, there's only so much we can do that. So anyway, available on DVD. So that's what we showed you on the first. So that's the trailer. So now he's going to go into a little bit of the gameplay, actual having a mech, fight a mech.
I'm gonna go to time trial. For time trial, well, first I do wanna. Okay. For time trial here, this is where you can pick 2 characters and not just one. So not only you, but the computer character that you chose will fight with you. And of course, you do have some options: player 1 and computer, or player 1 and player 2. What if you have a friend over that wants to play with you? I'm gonna go ahead and play this here to show y'all how good I am. I'm gonna go with Lego, and for the computer, I'm gonna go with Wing Gundam Zero Custom.
Okay, so those are 2 Gundams, and this is the background. So there's 2 and 2. All right.
And as you can see, I did the ultimate attack here. And to do the ultimate attack, I do need to show y'all this. To do the ultimate attack, you press down, left. This is left, right?
No, that's right.
Down, right, triangle, and circle. but the way I do it is I do this with the D-pad, and I do this with the buttons to make it a lot easier for me. There's also another one called the dual hyper attack. But that, I think you do the same thing like you do with the ultimate attack, but I don't know.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's the computer.
And I am blocking, just to let y'all know.
Now this is Colton. Colton's going with his super move.
I am always good with the ultimate attack. And I don't know if y'all saw it on here, but you do have like 3 little square things on the bottom of where your life bar is at. That's to like represent you only have 3 options for like either ultimate attack, dual hyper attack, and there's also another thing called the ability activate thing, and to do that you would press L2 to do that ability activate thing.
Mm-hmm. Now this is Colton again. And you defeated him. So now it's just
Justice Gundam.
Yes.
That Wing Zero was fighting.
Yes. And see where it says number 2? That's the computer. So basically, if Colton wanted to, he could just back up and let the computer have him. But they both tag teamed them. So
I just like to help out.
Yeah, you just want to put your foot in that butt. Yeah, I just admitted. You just said okay. Now here we are again, different background. So
and for the background, that is something I do want to tell y'all about. Well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. For the backgrounds, when you first get this game, your only options is the first 2 backgrounds. The rest of the others, you need to unlock them in the
mission mode.
Everything
unlocks in mission mode.
Yes.
But you have to play mission mode in order. Go ahead. But you have to be in mission mode to unlock everything that you need to unlock. And as you progress in the mission, the more you're going to unlock.
And you can see I did the dual hyper attack thing.
Wow.
I had no idea how to do it. I think you do the same like you would do with the ultimate attack, but I think that's how you would do it. And I don't think you remember.
I never could hit that off that good. I think I maybe got it 5 times, but I can't tell you how I did it. You know. As far as the graphics and designs of this, I was very impressed, even for the PS2. But hey, this is where my game knowledge stops right here. Believe it or not, y'all, at PS2. I didn't get another game system after that. I just stopped right there at PS2. So I know that they have PS5, and I have a friend who has it. He showed me some of the graphics, and they're way better than this. So each level that the PS2 goes up in, the better the graphics get. I mean, it's getting to where it's like real life graphics. So, like I said, I stopped right here at PS2. Me and my brother's very first game was actually what was called in 1980 or 79, ColecoVision, believe it or not. If you ever watched a commercial with the black screen with the little sticks, one on one side, one on the other, and you see a little cursor go back and forth, and it was called Pong. Yes, I am that old. Then we upgraded to an Atari 2600. Yes, an Atari 2600. And me and my brother thought that that was the pinnacle at the time as far as technology in the game system. You had Pac-Man, you had Joust, you had Pitfall, you had Superman, you had... And really looking back now, it made no sense. I think some of the best games for Atari 2600 was probably Joust, Pitfall. And then after that, we upgraded. And guess what it was, y'all? To... You keep on playing, I'm just talking.
Yes, I know.
Then we upgraded to a Nintendo. And then once we seen what the Nintendo can do, guess what happened to Atari 2600? It went in the closet, never to be seen again. We thought that was it. Nintendo NES was the best console out there. Hands down, couldn't get no better. Well, we should have knew we was wrong. Because later on, they had a little game system called Sega. And that itself started the console wars between Nintendo and Sega. And that went on for a while. Then, my brother got a Super NES. Holy cow. We're like... And... You know, once the console wars between Nintendo and Sega, I didn't get a Sega until I think it was, 1989 or 1990? It's been too many years ago. So anyway, then my brother got the Super NES, and we was like, wow, this beats Nintendo and Sega. And then, after that, we found a game called Street Fighter. The thing about Street Fighter was I saw Street Fighter when it was in the arcade. And that Street Fighter, you had big round buttons you had to mash and hit. And then they found out that either they kept breaking or it just didn't work that well, so then they went to the buttons. And I remember the button mashing sound that you could hear in the arcade. And there would be people lined up behind you to play that game called Street Fighter. And so when it came out on the Super NES, we saw that it was Street Fighter 2. And it was like, there's another ultimate attack that was just pulled off. This right here is Colton doing an ultimate attack.
That ultimate attack was from the Sword Strike Gundam that I'm fighting.
Okay. So, getting back to it, like I said, when we saw Street Fighter 2 on the Super NES, that was it. We knew it couldn't get much better than what we had. Because think about it, because now we've already been through about definitely 2 consoles, 3, and now we're at Super NES, and we was thinking, it can't get much better than this. I should have known, because we was wrong, because then you start seeing other game systems start coming online. I couldn't fathom why there would be an X on a box until somebody told me that's called an Xbox. I said, what's an Xbox? They said, well, it's kind of a computer game system. I said, a computer game system. Somebody has to educate me on that. I don't understand that. until my brother got one, and later on, and so anyway, in between 1990s to 2000 and 2000s, it's like the console wars, and we seen it all. We've been through it all. And now we're at the PS5, where this right here is the PS2.
Yes.
This is where I stopped, right here at the PS2.
Same thing for me.
So, that's some of the gameplay. Colton, what else do you want to tell them about this game?
I I I think it's a great game for its time, and it
Right.
still is in today's time.
Because you have to think about it. We're going back years ago.
From the 2000s when this game came out.
Right. So I know stuff got more updated and a whole lot better today. Like I said, I did see what a PS5 has to offer, and it's a lot better than this. But it shows you the evolution of technology and gameplay where we're at today compared to where I come from with ColecoVision. And if you don't know about that, you'd have to ask somebody in the 1980s about that. So just wanted to let y'all know.
And but before we end this part, I do want to remind y'all, in the mission mode, I do want to remind y'all, in this mission mode, there's two different time limits. Where the time limit is on the top. For the first time limit, that time limit, it is not like if the time limit goes all the way down to 0, it's game over. Well, this time limit, the first one, that does go from 0 to all the way up to whatever number, but you still have to play through it like, well, you can kind of play it a little really quick, but you can still play it normal without playing it like really too quick. But if you beat through one of these blocks, while the time limit, it is white, because it does change colors from white to red. So when you beat whatever block you're on, and if the time limit is white, that means you get like a new block or anything here, like a new area unlocked. But if the time limit turns red, then you don't get a new area unlocked.
So basically, it's one of these games where you just have to keep on playing to get better at it. And if this is your first time playing it, it's just repetition of playing it, understanding the controls, the sequence where it has to be punched in at the same time.
And also pay attention to the time limit on the top.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I mean,
and for the second time limit, these second time limit, you really have to go like really, like you need to put like some speed on it, because if it goes all the way to 0 for the second time limit, it's game over. But for the first one, if the time limit changes from red, well, like originally from white to red, you can still play through. You just don't get a new stage unlocked because you weren't kind of fast enough to unlock a new stage or area.
So, in other words, there's time sequence and repetition and stuff like that. Personally, I would like just if I think if I had a long day or something like that, I'd just put it on computers, computer versus computer, and just let them go at it. And I'm just gonna sit back and watch them beat each other. You know, just kick each other's butt. Whoa. I almost messed up there. Yeah, okay.
So I think that's part 2 of the gameplay of Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed. And like y'all saw, if you leave it alone for a while, it will fade and go back to the opening if you didn't push start on the title screen there. But that is the gameplay of Battle Assault 3 featuring Gundam Seed.
Right. Gundam Seed. So with that said, y'all, we are going to wrap it up and we're going to get to the third part of this review. Thank you.